I could summarize all of this in one word, I would just say change, because that was the thing that all stakeholders were able to see. Me as a project manager, the students, the volunteers, the host school, as well as the media. I was basically able to see change in students, and that was the most significant because I saw them start from scratch, basically no skills in music, no skills in guitar playing or skills in drumming. And they started from there and ended up covering songs, their basically favorite songs. The volunteers as well, I saw change in them. When they first started, they were not ready to take all their knowledge in music and translate it to something that students could digest, and that was really important for their development. The host school as well, they helped us a lot in terms of getting our message across to everybody, including media. And the project was covered by Bahrain Confidential, where they published a 3-page article about us, about the project and the mission, the vision, what we're doing, and also our target audience. And that helped us a lot because by the end of the project, I was called by the American Embassy and invited to 2 concerts to meet John Legend as well as DMC before they perform on stage. Basically, just me and them privately. And they were very happy with the project and they endorsed it a lot. And this made an impact, a huge impact on the project. I had to talk to a lot of people to widen my network and establish connections. And at that process, many people didn't really see the point of this project, and many of them thought it wasn't realistic. It was something not that important because we have a lot of issues in Bahrain, and why am I only focusing on music? It's something irrelevant to us right now at this stage. This was the type of feedback that I received from older people, but the moment I reached out to student councils in different colleges and universities, they gave me a different feedback. They loved the project, they loved the idea because it was an issue that they saw. And I got a lot of appreciation from their side, especially when they found out that I wasn't working for someone and nobody's funding me. So they got me in touch with a set of volunteers. It was a long list, which I had to go through in order to choose the best ones, but I had to make sure as well to not keep the others on the side and give them some tasks and also some guidance on how they can help us in the project and how we can benefit from them in the near future. Thankful enough, a variety of people liked the project, including the students themselves, as they were talking about their experience with friends, family, and also their teachers, to a point where we ended up with a waiting list for the second batch of the project. Some musicians around Bahrain also managed to read the article published by Bahrain Confidential, and we received some donations from their side. We received some guitars, pedals, and also some drumsticks. And finally, we received a proposal from the DSA, which stands for Desert Studio for Arts in Bahrain, to create a similar project, but this time they offered us some money, so they're paying us to create something similar to it. I would like to share this experience with MAPI 2016 students because I believe the experience that I went through wasn't something linear, it wasn't something boring, but it was something very, very realistic. We've all studied management and we studied about those perfect models and entrepreneurship models and how to make a project. But the real world is not perfect. It has its own bureaucracies and long processes, especially in the Gulf and the Arab region. That's why I had to come up with my own processes and my own models in order to tackle those problems and to tailor my message differently to each organization and give it to them through different means. And this is exactly what I want to share, how to tailor your message and how to convey your message and send it through the suitable means. All of this is definitely not going to be communicated through a boring slideshow and me just reading from slides. That's definitely not what I want to do. I want to make this session very active by asking students some questions, how things could go differently in their countries, and how about the processes? Is it the same? Is it different? What do they think is going to be different? And I'm going to ask them some questions on Socrative.com, and they can answer them using their phone or laptops, and the results are going to pop up in real time, and we can discuss them together. I'll also let some students answer other students' questions before I give my opinion. And finally, we'll do some role-playing exercise where students are going to be divided into groups. Some of them are going to represent the government, some others, some organizations, NGOs, all of the civil society, stakeholders. So basically we'll be role-playing, and some of them are going to come up with project proposals, and they'll have to go through some processes, and we'll see how are they going to face the challenges, because I'll be giving some roles and criteria for each group to follow, and we'll see how they can benefit from that exercise. Thanks a lot, and hopefully you'll consider my application. Have a very happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Bye.